Today is a great day to be in New Mexico. In back-to-back rulings Sunday night, the New Mexico Supreme Court hit pause on two of the most controversial pieces of Project Jupiter, the massive data center rising here in southern New Mexico. First, the court granted a temporary stay on the air quality permit for the project's on-site microgrid power plant. The methane-fueled facility would emit more than 10 million tons of greenhouse gases a year, and you know we have to say it, that is more pollution than Albuquerque and Las Cruces combined. The court acted on a legal petition from New Energy Economy, who argued that you can't hold a public hearing on a permit when the applicant hasn't actually proven that it has a fuel source. Why don't they have a fuel source? Well, because the state land commissioner has twice now refused to let Energy Transfer, the company who's in charge of that part of the project, route its pipeline across state trust lands. And Energy Transfer itself has told federal regulators the pipeline might not be ready until 2027. As NEE Mariel Nancy put it, the public is being railroaded through a process designed to move at extraordinary speed while opponents were denied the tools necessary to test the applicant's claim. The Supreme Court agreed. The hearing, which was scheduled for September 14th, is now on hold. But that's not all. 12 minutes later, the court issued a second order, this one stopping pumping water from the well site near Project Jupiter. The Center for Biological Diversity filed that challenge. Their petition alleges that over 100 million gallons have already been pulled from the well based on the developer's own meter reading. And here's the thing. That well was authorized under an emergency designation meant to expedite construction, but the Office of the State Engineer has now set on a formal protest for like 10 months without holding the legally required hearing for an emergency designation. As CBD attorney Colin Cox put it, our precious fresh water is safe from this wildly unpopular mega data center. No company is above the law. Amen. And word on the street is the New Mexico Environmental Caucus plans to file an amicus in support of the stays, which is basically a legal way of saying that, like, we're not a party to this lawsuit, but we see the merits of it as an entity and therefore agree that it has merit. The Environmental Caucus is a group of legislators, including senators and representatives, and their collective voice carries a lot of political weight. If the brief is filed, it'll certainly bolster the nearly year-long effort to stop this mega project that's been mostly carried by local activists and a few local legislators up until now. So let me be clear. This isn't a final ruling. The court is simply buying time to weigh the legal questions. The September hearing might still happen, and the well might start pumping again. But for now, the court has said, slow down, let the facts come out, follow the rules, respect the law. In a state facing historic drought, in a moment of climate crisis with a project of this scale, that's exactly the right call.